whole year, right? It's been like exactly 1 year ago today that we started this process, and I really appreciated, the commitment that 15 agencies were willing to make to take this journey. What I also learned from looking through everybody's individual data was that along the different domains of trauma-informed care, which there are 7 of them if you're somebody who's not been a part of the process, of the 13 agencies whose data that I received, all 13 agencies showed improvement on 5 or more domains. And then 8 of those 13 agencies showed improvement on all 7 domains, which is absolutely great.
At first it was, a little bit of a leap of faith. I think I've heard people talk about that. That's a new process sometimes to bring a client onto a team of staff, right? We're not used to that. It helped us gain new perspective on our services in the context of a greater system and the different types of services that people receive at different places. So what was the impact and what we learned? I would say it increased our teamwork and communication between all of our departments, programs, and sites. Members from each of those sites come together and serve on the team, and I just think that our ability to work together and communicate and build a relationship was a huge outcome of what we did with trauma-informed care.
As of now, to this date, we have over 50% of our staff trained in trauma-informed care principles and approaches and practices. And I believe that the most accurate number for our frontline staff, our service delivery staff, is over 90%. Trauma-informed care is a standing agenda item on all of our meetings, and this would include supervision, any sort of staff meeting, but also meetings that we actively have with clients, whether it's individual support, a house meeting, etc.
So we've been involved in this whole trauma-focused arena for a really long time, but this was the first time that it took, I think. I think it really improved awareness. Many of the changes that we made reinforced that leadership supported the change and this type of focus is needed to make a culture change. So that was a big deal. Now, we all know that culture change doesn't happen in 12 months. Sometimes it doesn't happen in 12 years. And so we continue, there's a lot of work to do to keep moving.
I think our Domain 5 safe and secure environment, how cool is it that we actually talk about facilities now and just what the building looks like? I don't think that was ever really part of a conversation about treatment in the past. It would be, oh, we're going to take this evidence-based model, or we're going to try this type of behavior plan or something. And now we're actually saying, what does the front door look like? It feels different for me as an employee to come to work even and have things look fresher, newer, and more inviting. So that was a huge success for us. The way that it's impacted our agency is that it has changed the way that we can talk and interact with others, right? Maybe in the past people would have just looked at Chris and referred to him, oh yeah, there's a feral kid. And now, from our different teams, we can look at him and say, look at the trauma that he's been in and how has that impacted his life and what can we do to help impact his life today to make those changes.
The biggest thing that we have done is really coordinated a train-the-trainer to bring trauma-informed care to our schools. So the initial focus of educating our staff and having everyone on board for this piece for our staff has happened, but I think that our coordination and collaboration with other entities and getting them information and training to kind of help them implement strategies that would be beneficial has been a big success for us. Again, I think the initiatives really helped us in terms of having a starting point to have us, some accountability for each of us so that we can really be focused on how we're actually doing this work and not shifting to other priorities, which has happened.
And quite frankly, had we not been involved in this process, I'm not sure that we could have kept both of those young ladies for approximately 13 months and seen them flourish in school and graduate, which when they first came to us, it didn't look really good. Our top success is related to taking our staff immediately took action after we came here. So we had six of our employees here. That's half our staff. I truly feel like the culture of our agency has changed. And the lesson that we've learned is that it is a process. And I'm really proud of the fact that our staff just grabbed a hold of it and took off and hit the ground running. So.
I have to say that it's been a very, very valuable year that we've had, and we are very pleased that we joined this learning community because it forced us to focus on the way we treat people, not only the people that we serve, but also each other as co-workers, and even it's migrated into our personal life. So we've changed the way we think, and we've changed the way we talk about people and the way we talk about things.
So I think that when this many people come together and decide that something is important and put lots of energy into it, that great things are bound to happen. And so I thank you very much, our learning community agencies, for beginning to pave the way for our community transformation towards being more trauma-informed and supporting greater healing. Thank you so much.